How to become a lawyer in South Africa. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're chilling with the girl Opetrisha Intombi. Thank you so much for the love, for the support. It really means a lot. If you're new to my channel, please do the right thing and click on that subscribe button, and also don't forget to follow me on socials. I am at Opetrisha_Ndlovu. So guys, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how to become a lawyer in South Africa. Guys, I know that some of you don't have information or access to such information, and I'm here for you, right? After watching those beauty YouTube's videos, after watching those DIYs, you need some education. And why not learn something a day? Like, just learn something a day. I make sure that I upload one video or two videos a day. So if I've failed, I've uploaded once, but I try by all means to upload twice. Over the weekends, obviously Saturday and Sunday, I upload one Saturday and one Sunday, no two videos, right? So guys, today we're going to be talking about how to become a lawyer in South Africa. So number one, never mind me looking up and down, I've got my notes, right? Number one, there is no age restriction when it comes to studying law. But when I say age restriction, guys, obviously you cannot come here and you're like 14 and 15, you're like, I want to be a lawyer. No, guys. I think that one, I don't know, maybe in other countries, or I don't know if it's allowed in South Africa or what, but obviously after matric, they cannot say, no, you were in matric, you are young to study. No, you're going to varsity. There's no age restriction with regards to that, right? What you need to do when you want to become a lawyer, it's that you have to get a degree called Bachelor's Degrees in Laws, LLB abbreviation. It's LLB, right? So I know, guys, there's this I'm a victim of that as well. I remember thinking that people who actually have to study law, it's people who did history, who did history, geography, and so forth. And if you've done physics and maths and stuff, you cannot. And I was one of those. Trust me, I was one of those. There's a story that I'll tell which is interesting, but not now. As the time goes by, I know that my former classmates will attest to that, right? Letare Secondary School in the Jabulani Matric 2011 will know what happened, right? And also my teachers, but the video is not all about that. It's about this today. So you don't need a history, you don't need to study history, guys. I know that the stigma or the mentality comes from, at your first year, the subjects like introduction to the theory of law, legal history, and stuff that you will have to study. So people think and assume that automatically you must have studied history, but that's like a subject that is for one semester or two semesters, depending on which varsity you at, and they like introducing you to law and giving you the history of law in terms of where does our law come from the Roman empires, how our law originates. So you must know the history, guys. Unfortunately, when it comes to law, you must know. And if you know law, it's a generic what you call this, career, I'll come to that one day, why I say law, it's a generic you know what, guys, have you seen a judge on TV olingana nam? Never. Abomkhulu, and you know what, abomkhulu yo bayakhathaza ngoba whatever they decide, it's based on their experience nobustubborn babo, and they take decisions that will affect umntana olingana nam or osazozalwa. Is it fair? No, but that's a topic for another day, right? So what happens is that when it comes to your subject, you must make sure that your English is good. Not excellent, not bad, but good, above average, because at the end of the day, when you are a lawyer, most of the time you will present yourself in English, you'll speak English, you will address the judges in English, in court in English, legal documents in English, a lot of things will be in English. So English is a required, guys. You can pass uthole about distinction, but if English is so khohlwa soze bakuthathe. However, every legal institution like your VERT, like your UKZN, like your UJ, they've got their own criteria, APS score, in terms of what they used in order for them to accept students in their varsities. So you must do your research depending on if you want to go to UP, find out what are the requirements for UP students to study law, then you'll be able to enroll, right? So what happens is that you must make sure that you get a bachelor in your matric, bachelor B, no D, no less marks, no, because you're going to be studying a bachelor's degree, right? Bachelor's degree in law, so you must get a bachelor in matric, right? So LLB, it's studied for 4 years. However, after 4 years, there's something else that needs to be done, right? So what needs to be done after 4 years? LLB, it's not like other like engineering. I know engineering students, they would study for 2 to 3 years depending on varsity they are, then go get in service. Then once they get in service, once they're done, they come back, they graduate. With LLB students, it's different, right? You graduate, then you go find what you need to do, right? However, you can choose 2 things that you want to do after school. Having a degree on its own does not say you are a lawyer. You're just holding a LLB degree. You're not a lawyer as yet, right? So you can choose to either be an advocate or be an attorney, right? So what happens is that there's 2 different routes that these 2 people need to follow. Number 1, if you want to be an attorney, you need to follow the route of articles, meaning that you can go to a law firm, you can also go to the legal aid board where you do your articles for the period of 2 years, right? In the period of 2 years, you learning. It's like your practicals. You learning. You go to court. You given cases. You draft. You do a whole lot of things. You appear, and they teach you some of the things you would have learned in varsity, to say that if you appear before the court case start, you need to go introduce yourself to the magistrate, tell them who you are. But once probably you've been into that particular court for a long time, there's no need to doing that. But it's just for the magistrate to know you. And also you must always have your card in you to show that you are an admitted attorney in that whatever that you have, because people can just dress the way where they want to dress and just appear and be like, hello, I'm representing this person. And yeah, but normally when the judges or when people are familiar with you, then there's no need for you to now and then produce it or take it with you, because now they know you, right? So however, guys, if you are an attorney, obviously you will work under a law firm, and you will be assigned a principal attorney who will oversee and overlook your work. And they're the ones at the end of the day who will help you compile your portfolio and everything else to say that so you're done with your articles, right? Meaning that with that file, you're gonna take that file after you're done with your articles. You're gonna write your board exams, which are divided into 4. Your board exams, once you've passed them, you're gonna include that also in that portfolio. Then that portfolio, your portfolio, since you've started with your degree and everything else, then you will submit it to the courts for you to be admitted as an attorney. Then once you granted the admission, then you now an admitted attorney. You are an admitted attorney. You can now practice. You can now represent people, right? Now, if you want to be an advocate, then you're gonna do what is called a pupillage. With your pupillage, it's gonna be 1 year, not 2 years like your articles. It's gonna be 1 year. And with that 1 year, you would be working under an advocate, and also you will write your bar exams, board exams. Then once you're done, you will then be part of the Bar Council of South Africa. Ne? So you will then now be an advocate. Now, what's the difference between an advocate and an attorney? With an attorney, what you are is that you can have the direct contact with a client. An advocate cannot have a direct contact with the client. An advocate is given instructions by the attorney, meaning an advocate cannot have a law firm. However, an attorney can have a law firm. In simpler terms, just to explain it to you in the, maybe you'll understand. When it comes to medicine, people study to medicine. However, others go the route of becoming a GP, general practitioner. The others, they become specialists, like your gynecologist, your dentist, and everything, right? Normally you need to go to the GP first. Then the GP, if they see that your case is complex, then they will refer you to the specialist, which is the gynecologist or whoever, which is now in our case an advocate. However, advocates, they charge too high, guys, and advocates appear from high court upwards. Magistrates courts are for attorneys, but other attorneys, they can also appear in the high court depending on that, but that's a topic of another day. But just so you know that advocates, they appear in high courts and they charge. High court matters, guys, you must know that when your matter goes to high court, chin chin, an attorney just to appear in court for a day, an advocate just to appear at a high court a day, they can charge, like, just to appear today, I can charge like 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, depending, 70,000 a day for one client. Imagine how many clients. Oh, guys, you must choose well. But you must know that you will never have your own law firm. You will have a law firm, provided that you are an attorney. So those are things that attorneys can do and things that advocates can do. You can choose after studying which route do you take, which one works best for you. And I would suggest that you go speak to attorneys who are practicing and ask them what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages. Also speak to the advocates, then choose which path you wanna take. If you are a person who's like, I don't like dealing with everyday clients coming, knocking, consultations, then be an advocate. Be an advocate. If you want the thing, what attorneys, you know, what you call mutau attorneys, you know, then you can go to the route of being an attorney. That means you have to do your articles. Normally you are paid while you're doing your articles, your bars, I'm not sure, but normally when you're doing your articles you are paid, but you're not paid that much, guys. Depending, let me not say others, they get paid well depending on where you are, but trust me, you can get paid as little as 3.5. I had people who were paid 3.5, and at the time it's a transport money, it's accommodation, it's a whole lot of things that you have to cover. You've got a child, you're doing all this thing for 2 years. But if this is what you want, you're gonna hang in there, provided that probably you look for a law firm that pays a lot. But if there's no law firm that you're finding that pays a lot, just to finish your studies, other than sitting at home, I would rather say just do those articles, get done with them, work, practice, then secure the bag, baby. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I hope, guys, you learned, you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at @PatriciaNdlovu_. Please leave your comments down below to tell me about your experiences as a law student and how is it going so far. What do you think of doing? And yeah, thank you so much, guys. See you on my next upload. Mwah.